morning, friends and family, and all my other subscribers around the world. I know what the video says it's about, and it will be. But first, I got to tell you a story. Yesterday, I was at an event, and they had so-called professional catering service there, and they had brisket sandwiches. These things turned out more like biscuit size, and they were so dry. The chopped beef in it, brisket, was so dry that I had to chase it with a bag of Cheetos just to help it go down. Now, that's a true story. So it got me to thinking about showing y'all how I do my briskets. It'll be so juicy, tender, and make a good sandwich. Now, this ain't the only way to do a brisket. I can guarantee you that there's 100 ways to do it. But it's just the way I do it. So stick around and join with me. First, we're starting off with this 15-pounder. Picked up at Brookshire's there. Pretty good brisket. Time you trim it down, cook it down, probably about 10 pounds. It was $60 around here. They're not on sale right now. But, you know, you figure 10 pounds, that's at least 10 meals for my family. You break that down, it's not very expensive when you think of it that way. And there's no reason to be scared of briskets. They're just another piece of meat. Matter of fact, I may even call this video series that I'm going to start doing, let's burn something. See how y'all like that. Comment below and let me know. So we'll start off getting her out of the bag here. I always want to pat these things dry. So we got her out of the bag here. We're going to start off with just kind of patting it dry, and makes it a little easier to handle. It's not real necessary, but just easier for me to handle it. Now, I'm a fan of not liking any sharp corners like you see here on this. If you can see that, hopefully. I like to just kind of round them off. Something like that there, as you can tell. And we'll take this side. I'm not a big fan of wasting meat either, so you won't see me over trim the brisket, but I will kind of round it off there a little bit, and we'll do something with that still. We'd like to take a little bit of this top layer off. Try not to cut in the meat like I just did. Well, that's a butcher job right there. But hey, I'm not a professional. I'm not going for competition. I'm just in my backyard enjoying myself. It's a beautiful day. Hope the weather's nice where y'all are at watching. I don't want any straggling edges, like I said, or any sharp corners. I'm gonna cook mine fat side up. It's just the way I like to do it. A lot of people cook fat side down. It's just really don't matter. It's just whatever your preference is. I've done it both ways and it still comes out great. I just like the fat side up method because it seems to me the more juice flows down through the meat as it's cooking. Just the way it seems. Like I said, we want some juicy, tender brisket here is what we're going for. May not be show quality. And for the seasonings, salt, pepper, garlic's all I really ever use. I'm not represented by anybody, but that just happens to be the blend is one I found. You don't need anything special. Salt, pepper, and garlic will get you there. You just want a good coating of it. Sorry if y'all getting a little wind noise today. I don't have a fancy microphone or nothing yet. Be sure and coat your sides also. Don't want to miss nobody. I want everybody to be in the potty. If I wasn't making a video, I'd probably let this sit here and adhere for about 15-20 minutes maybe. But since I'm making a video for y'all today, I'll do it this way. I've already got my pit fired up. She's getting up to temp right now. It don't matter what you use to cook this on. I've done it on a kettle grill. You can do it on a smoker, vertical, horizontal. It really don't matter. Whatever you've got will work. I've got a smoker here that I built behind me that you've seen in the videos before. I like to use it. Well, that's pretty good there. Hopefully y'all can see all that okay. We're gonna let this side sit here for probably 10 or 15 minutes. We'll be right back with you. We'll stick it on the grill. All right, glad you're back. I'll show you we got the pit up to around 250 here. On temperature, I'm running a mix of post oak and hickory today. I'm lucky enough I have both on my property, so I get to cut them fresh. We're going to get this brisket put on the smoker. As I said, we're going to run that side up today because I like it to drip all down through the meat. We're going to run it about the center of the tray, center of the pit. Catches a lot of heat, catches a lot of smoke. We're going to run for 250 degrees probably, I don't know how long. I've got all day. I don't know about y'all. It'll be quicker for y'all though with the way I can edit. So I don't know about the time on it. I never go by that. I just go by the temperature, and when the meat gets to about 165 or so in the middle, I'll come back and I'll wrap it up in some paper and show you that. And we'll cook it in the paper till it hits probably around 210 and pull it out and let it rest. So y'all come back. Welcome back, folks, to the miracle of time and editing. Well, it's time to check this thing and see what the temperature is. We've been running about 250, 275 this whole time. I probably had it on about 4 hours now. So, come on in, let's see. We're gonna check it here in the flat. Looking for about 165. We're a little bit over that right now, but that won't hurt anything at all. You can check this in, but it's ready to come off there and wrap, so let's get that done. That's the next step here. We're going to use here some little pink butcher paper that I like to use. My lovely assistant holds that piece. The wind is starting to blow. Right here. I like to spray this stuff down a little bit. Just use some apple cider vinegar here, just kind of dampen the paper a little bit. It doesn't really do anything for moisture, just helps make the paper more pliable. Really is all it does. See, that thing looks good enough to eat already. Now we're going to keep going with the fat side up. So to do that, we should be able to wrap this thing really tight. There's a trick. Just want to keep it wrapped up tight. We go one more time. I can fold this back under. Okay, right there. And she's good. Fat side's back up and back in. We're gonna still, of course, the train comes when I'm making a video. Y'all know how that works every time around here. We're gonna keep running about 250, 275 throughout the rest of the cook. When it gets to about 210, we'll come back and see you again. Let's add some more wood. Sun's getting low, so the only thing left to do now is kick back, relax, and wait on some time and temperature. We'll see you in here in a bit. Welcome back, y'all, through the miracle of time and temperature once again. I've checked the meat over here. It's at around 205 in the flat, so I'm gonna go ahead and pull it out for you now and show you what it looks like. Wow. It's done got a little dark on me out here. I should have started earlier. We're gonna check it right in the flat. Through the paper is fine. It's not gonna hurt anything. I'm right at 205, 206 in the flat. So what we're gonna do now, you can see all that goodness coming out of there already. Man. We're gonna let it set for about an hour now. That'll let it re-permeate, let all the juices get back into the meat that's tried to escape. So we're just gonna let it set for an hour and come back here in a little bit. Appreciate you. All right, we've let this thing sit here and rest for about an hour now. The moon's up halfway in the sky. That's all right, we ain't got nothing to do. So I'm gonna unwrap it and get to it. Before I do, I want y'all to stick around to the very end of this video. I've got a shout out to some people who don't know even about it. So let's get this thing unwrapped because we're hungry. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna tell you what, you want it juicy and right. Some of that back on there. This is the way you do it. Look at this juice, it's running everywhere. That is the way I do mine. That's the way I like it. Let's get in here, and you got your flat over here on this side, you got your point on this side. We'll just cut it somewhere right here in the middle. Get into it and see what it looks like. I already tell you from the jiggle to it that it's gonna be good and tender. See that? Can you see that? Got a little bit of a smoke ring around it. You're not gonna get a heavy smoke ring when you're doing fat side up, but you can see the water's just pouring out of this thing. That is some good eating right there. This is your point side here, same way. Now on these, the way I cut them, on your flat side, you're gonna cut just like you started. You want it about as thick as a number 2 pencil or so for your slabs. Works real good. This is so soft on top, I don't want it to break. But I can pull through it. Oh, are you hungry or what? Look at that. Now I could have trimmed off a lot more of this in the beginning up top, but no need to do that. And that's all that juice come through. Let's see. And it just come off anyways. So I hate to do it, but that's good. On your point side, I'm sure most of you already know how, but you want to cut it this way. Just the opposite way if you would on the flat. You can see it's done through and through. And with my family of 3, we'll probably eat on this for maybe a week almost, who knows. 3 or 4 meals at a time. Sorry, I'm hungry, y'all. Been all day working, so it's kind of how I do it. I'm sorry, I'll try to make a better video next time and all in daylight. But we appreciate y'all watching. Like I said, stick around for these shout outs. Just a quick recap here. We're running a post oak hickory mixed fire today on our horizontal homemade smoker. We got the temp running about 250 for the whole cook. We run the meat up to about 165 in the flat. We pull it out and wrap it, and we put it back in and cook it till the meat's around 205 in the flat. Pull it out, let it set for an hour. After that, she's ready to serve. So if y'all don't mind, hit that like and subscribe button down there. It's free to do, don't cost you a thing, but it'll help my channel out. Thank y'all. You know, I'm sitting here waiting on this brisket to cook today, and I just want to give a shout out to some families that don't even know me, but they've inspired me to take my cooking and my metal art to the next level. And that's to try and make videos about it, document the journey, so to speak, or what have you. Simple Life Reclaimed in Arkansas. David with Come On Mountain. And the Drifting Dreamers 5 family You can find all of those on YouTube. If you look up one, I'm sure you'll find the others off their channels, but they've all really inspired me to take us to the next level and try this video. And who knows if I'll be any good, but I know I'm good at cooking. You don't trust a skinny cook, and you don't get a figure like this from learning how. So I just want to say thank y'all. Appreciate y'all for inspiring me to go to the next level.